Joy, joy, joy. Welcome to another episode of Mission Ignite. And today we are going to ignite for you a mission that's been ignited by this amazing, wonderful new friend of mine, Isabelle Zimmerman. And I'm going to let her tell you who she is. Straight from her mouth, you'll feel her energy and better than me reading about it. Isabelle, thanks for joining us on Mission Ignite.
Oh, thank you so much, Swami. So, my name is Isabelle Zimmerman. I am an Ascension teacher, and that means I am an awakening teacher. I mostly work with spiritual teachers and healers so they can get on point and on their mission to help their students. So that's what I do. And you can always find me at attractingwisdom.com.
Great. We'll put that in the show notes too, attractingwisdom.com.
Yeah.
So today we thought we would talk to everybody about connection. Connection,
Yes.
why it's important, what it develops in us, and where and what's in it for us by connecting.
Yes. So I want to go a little deeper around connection. So, as an ascension teacher working with spiritual teachers and healers, I actually go into their soul field. That means I use hypnosis to go into other incarnations or other lives to understand who they are, what their experience is, and kind of do healing. So, for example, a lot of times we're attracted to a certain person and they feel very familiar, and you've had other lives with them. And sometimes that person is a karmic relationship, which, Swami, I'm sure you will be able to explain karmic, right? But from my perspective, karmic is just a lesson that you're here to learn with the other person. And so one of the things that Spirit wanted me to have Swami and I discuss with you today is whether you are going into your other incarnations, and a lot of you are not ready yet to do that, and that's okay. But everyone that you meet, you've had a life with, even the stranger today. So, like Swami and I, we were joking, and I said, "Oh my God, Swami, they just flashed me a vision where we're two scribes with the books." So even though Swami and I are getting to know each other as Swami and Isabel in this incarnation, and we're under the forgetfulness spell, but Swami is my friend. I know Swami. This is why Swami and I clicked, because we had a prior relations. And so even though you see other people in different countries or in your town, we want to share with you that you know them. And you don't need to
Mhm.
be so afraid.
For those of you who this whole concept is new and maybe woo-woo, I want to also share that, and I may not get this 100% right, but scientifically, I believe they say that every molecule, every breath of air, everything we've all breathed the same air on this planet. We're all composed of the same molecules. So we're connected right at the cellular level as well.
That's right, entanglement. And so, one of the things Swami and I, we both enjoy is studying systems. And so, Swami and I were having a conversation around numerology, because it's numbers representing patterns of vibration and frequency. And that's a system. And we are all connected with those numbers. Most of you have a social security number, you have a birth number, you have a phone number, you have numbers in a bank. You are surrounded by numbers. And so that is another pathway of connection. So even if you said, "Oh gosh, I've lived with these people before. Who says that I like them in that life, then I'm going to like them in this life, right? And that's okay. That's okay. But I just want to bring it to your attention that we are all connected. So when you hear about the golden rule, it's because it's a reflection. Everything is a reflection in the design of the system, which is another topic. And I'm going to bring it back to connection. But let's look at the systems. Okay. So every molecule is entangled. All the water on this earth goes through many systems. And so that song, Swami, remember that song, The Rain in Africa? I think it was
Yeah.
by Toto.
Yeah, yeah.
So even our weather patterns will bring rain from another part of the globe to
Mhm.
your local area. And scientists are able to track rain where it came from. Swami, do you know how they do it? I'll share
No,
it.
yeah, good.
Okay. So every molecule of water has a nuclei, a particle of salt from the spray of the oceans
Hmm.
or dust from the earth. And it's like a fingerprint. And
Hmm.
so they can track where the water has come from and where it has been.
Yeah, so science, the science is at the point now that it is validating the spiritual concepts.
It is. I'm a very sciencey psychic. When my awakening really began, self-studying quantum physics, and I did it for 6 years. And so you really can learn anything on YouTube, guys. I just want to let you know there are lectures from MIT and Cambridge and like the elite Harvard elite schools lectures on YouTube. Now I had to like ease my way into that because like I didn't understand the lectures right away. But when you understand, if you wherever you're if you're interested in this, try to go to the furthest part. Like, so I started learning about quantum physics with 18th century science
Hmm.
because it
Because,
was more simple for me to understand.
okay.
Yeah, so Swami's really into light, and I love this story. um and then we'll go back to connection. Okay, but really quick, if you put three pieces of paper on a table and you opened up the curtain and you allow light and you put a thermometer on each of those pieces of paper, and one is in the shade, one is in direct sunlight, and one is also in the shade but after the direct sunlight. Okay, what flipped out a scientist was the one before the direct sunlight was the warmest temperature. And he thought he was going crazy because it's in the shade. And the one after the direct sunlight was cooler. And he thought the one in direct sunlight would be the hottest.
Hmm.
So, why are the two shade ones different? And what's going on with the direct sunlight? Well, that, my friends, was the discovery of infra, front of, red, visible light.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's very cool. The Vedic system, they have okay, people all still believe that they believed in gods, plural, little g,
Okay.
is more metaphoric. But for the sun, they thought the sun was magical, so they imbibed it with human qualities, just
Yeah.
because it's easier to feel connected. They feel so connected, it's like their family.
Right.
So the sun god, they say, rides seven steeds. He's on a chariot driving seven steeds. The seven steeds are seven rays of red, orange, yellow, blue, indigo, and violet. I think I left
Right.
the green. Um, how did they know that? They didn't have instruments, but they also knew that the best light was your eastern sunrise. And the most
Mm.
harmful was the afternoons close from like noon to closer to sunset. There's infrared and then there's what's the other light? It's not as healthy. So
What?
not ultraviolet,
Not ultraviolet?
infrared. I'll have to look that up. But how did they know that the morning sun? Because you all go out in the morning, catch that early
Hmm.
rays. They even said build your kitchen on the eastern side of your house, so you get that morning rays healing coming in and giving you the blessings of the morning.
Yeah. Yeah. There's so much around light, invisibility light, and like, so when you study quantum physics, is really particle physics, is really the study of light. That's what physics, quantum physics is. It's really study of light. And and it there's a lot, guys. There's a lot.
Just a little.
Just a little. But when you um when I studied quantum physics, it really helped me understand metaphysics. Because in the quantum physics, you'll learn the quantum state means both at once, a particle and a wave. And when the particle leaps, it disappears and it's going into a field of oneness. And I understand fields because I work in the fields all the time, soul fields. So under understanding connection. So we talked about connection, like different systems and how we're all one. And the reason why I believe my spirit team wanted me to talk about connection with you all is because some of you feel lonely. Some of you don't feel connected to your friends and family or to society, or you don't feel connected to your spirit team, or you don't feel connected to your heart, and you feel a lot of separation. And so we're just talking about connection in a variety of ways to know you are never alone, you are always connected, and there are many systems of measurement to prove to you that you are connected. And even you are connected to those around you. And so that softening, just by giving you that idea that you are connected to everyone around you, will soften your loneliness and start to open you to new possibilities and connection and meaning in your life.
Can you give an example for folks? Because we want to start to bring it to the other two. Uh,
The
where
ascension.
we're headed to the ascension. So yeah, give people example of what they could do to feel connected, or just name a couple of things, or however you feel.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. First of all, a very simple thing for you to do is you're going to hear on your journey to drop into your heart. So when you hear your mind and you feel judgment, or you hear your thoughts of that little voice, or you know, and they might be really, really fast. Simple. Just take a deep breath. Pretend you've got your hands open. You don't have to do it physically, but you can pretend, and you're waiting for a butterfly to land on your hand. And so sometimes just being still in a moment and just allowing that connection to come to you gently as you stay open without pushing it away, or, oh my God, I don't want that butterfly to land on me, or, oh, get away, right? That's moving it out of the way. Just being still for a few moments and being curious to see how it's going to happen. you might be really surprised. In fact, you might get a smile from someone, or you might get a kitty cat all of a sudden coming out of nowhere and rubbing up against your legs
That one, yeah.
because you're in a calm state, because you're focusing your mind of, I'm just going to keep my hands open and wait for the butterfly to land. And while you calm that mind with the task, it actually changes your vibration to allow openness. And once you have openness, you have a connection.
Yeah, the biggest nerve calms everything down in the body. And just one more step, what is that? Talk about that connection experience. What would that look like?
So in that connection experience, so let's say let's bring it real world. Um, Zoom meeting. You're in a Zoom meeting or you're in a personal meeting, right? You walk in, you just say to everyone, hi, and then you're quiet. And then you imagine your hands opening for a butterfly. Watch. Watch what happens. Seriously, you'll be amazed because it will be resonant to everyone around you. And so there will be more ease and laughter in your meetings. Your
People.
projects will go smoother. You'll start to feel more connected to your coworkers because you're receptive.
And there'll be more ease in the group because you're the one leading giving them the experience of here's some calm in the room.
Yes. Yes. And so little kids, when you're 3 and under, before all the judgment and programming and culture and how you have to behave or whatever. But if you look at 5 year olds and younger, oh my gosh, they just want to play with everyone and read books and play games and hug and kiss. That's our natural state, everyone. But they're open. Those little kids are open. And so when you feel closed off to connection, even though you might know you're connected, it's because you're not open to connection. And that's a hard thing to face. You don't want to think that it's you. You want to think it's everyone else's fault. I get it. I get it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So stop that judgment. Don't worry about it. You're perfect as is. Just play with the butterfly and let that all go.
Awesome. So let's say somebody starts doing this, they learn to relax, and they do find that the people in the room with them start to relax. They may start to get a little, wow, look what I can do. Let's talk about the value of where connection leads us into humility, into love, and how that all connection
Right.
develops.
So, okay. So let's say you're like, wow, look what I can do. Look at my ability, right? And let's say your ego gets inflated, right? And let's say you start to try to control the conditions. That's what we would call it in our spirit realm here. You're trying to control the direction of the meeting for your own gain,
Mm. Manipulation.
right? Let's say you even say to yourself, no, 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 no. I'm controlling the meeting for everyone's highest good
Mm.
because you believe that you have the answer of how it should go, right? Well, you know how it feels when someone forces you to do something, or you know how it feels when someone doesn't listen to you when they think they have the answer. It feels yucky. And sometimes it triggers you and you want to fight them, or you want to push them, or you want to ignore them, or you want to retaliate. or you want to control them back. And so that cycle, can you not see how that cycle of repetition of old, in my perspective, that is an old paradigm. That's an old story. And so humanity is in this grand shift of consciousness, and we'll go into that in a few seconds. But if you hold it with a butterfly in lightness, in curiosity, without attachment of how it unfolds, you are actually in a higher frequency of love and acceptance. And you will be surprised at how more love and light enters your life. And when you try to hold it or try to control it, you actually are crushing that butterfly and you're pushing it away. And then you get mad and you say, this doesn't work. And you stomp off, right? And then you're right back to feeling lonely. And that's
And
okay.
the other side of that is what you're saying is, I believe you're saying this. You have a choice as you start to learn to connect. You could choose to use, abuse, maybe
Right,
unintentionally. Maybe you think
right.
you're supposed to. Maybe you were brought up, you have to be the leader, you know. But if you could choose, oh, I know how to help people get connected. Let me take the lead, or let me say, thank you for this gift. Let's see where it leads to. So then that humility, you make the choice and you become humble. And then you see that you start to feel the love that comes through the room, but you don't take it. You don't say, look what I did.
Right, right, right. And look, when you hear yourself like, look what I did. So, what Swami is talking about is that ego, right? That ego. But in higher truth, it's the little boy. If we're going to use Swami as an example, it's his little boy that wants attention. It's his little boy that wants a hug and praise. And so, what I say, and so that ego doesn't get too big and overpowering, I call it the 800-pound gorilla. But if you can, if that little boy needs praise and attention, just say, you did a great job and
Mm,
hug that little boy. And then all of a sudden, that humility lesson won't even really kind of come up because
mm,
that little boy gets the needs met of good job, good job. You did great. You did great. I'm so proud of you. And now that ego can soften and you don't need to control and manipulate. And the reason why I know all of this and I'm sharing all of this is because I am an awakening teacher. I am here to shift levels of beliefs and thoughts into a higher frequency of light and oneness.
so tell us more about your ascension for people. What what does it mean for you? What does it mean for them, particularly why they should be interested in it?
So, the awakening, thank you for listening here and really, and thank you for spending a little time with us. Honestly, thank you very much. The awakening, you are going to see a lot of things on your social media. You are going to see a lot of changes in humanity. When I uncovered the awakening, I just want to let you know my initial reaction to Isabelle Zimmerman was it sounded very science fiction. It really did. It sounded like it's not in my lifetime. It's 100 years from now. It's 500 years from now. I was like, ascension, awakening. What? Like, I didn't understand it initially, seriously. But I'm an awakening teacher, so I'm talking to spirit a lot, guys, and galactic beings and a lot of different beings, I would say. Okay. This is not just an earth thing. But what I would say is there are seasons for everything. And you guys know seasons. You know winter and summer and fall, right, Swami? You know
Yes.
developmental seasons of um, psychology, right? And your body goes through different seasons, right?
Yeah, to every season, turn, turn, turn.
Turn, 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 right? So humanity is going through a new season. And so that means we're going from separation and control and fear based ideology and beliefs and structures. Okay. And we're moving into more joy and love and celebration,
Joy, joy, joy.
unity and oneness, and a greater understanding and connection to your higher self or your guides or God or whatever you want to call it. Please don't get caught up on the descriptions. I'm just trying to use human words, but you are connected to your divinity. I hope that makes sense.
So, to wrap this up, finding connection with others, seeing it as a gift,
Yes.
choosing or automatically becoming humble, finding the love leads to an ascension which is a state of joy for a person and the people you're connected to, and everybody's connected. So it's the 11th monkey or whatever that metaphor was, that story, eighth monkey.
Yeah.
When the
Yeah.
eighth monkey figures it out, the whole village figures it out.
Yeah. It's true. It's true. And so you're going to see a lot of positive changes. You're going to see a lot of connections. You're going to see a lot of healing within family members. You're going to say, "Oh my gosh, they've had a change of heart." Well, what do you
Mhm.
think a change of heart is?
Yeah.
Right? So, these are exciting times.
Well, thank you so much, Isabel, for giving us that connection of this whole process of connection into humility and love and into ascension, and why everybody's going to love it. Well, everybody, but most everybody.
Yes. Yes. Well,
It's
thank
always
you so
exciting.
much, Swami, for having me and having this lovely conversation. Thank you so
And
much.
and where again can people find you?
You can just go to attractingwisdom.com or just search my name, Isabelle Zimmerman. You'll find me.
And do you have any programs, courses coming up that you want to announce?
I do have a program coming up, and I don't know when this will be viewed, but I'm teaching how to heal consciousness starting March 1st of
Okay,
2026.
it'll be up by then. And that'll be on your website.
That will be on my website. Yes.
Well, thank you so much for bringing your light to Ignited Mission.
Thank you.
Isabel, God bless. Joy, joy, joy.
Joy, joy, joy. Bye, guys.
Swami Tirtha, and I help families and entrepreneurs reset their wellness for calm, energized career and family life. For the past 50 years, I've offered root cause, personal attention, and evidence-based healing. My colleague, Dr. Pat, MD, and I offer ancient and modern science-based consultations, and we train healers and nurses in courses and CEUs for their careers.